pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks. Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
Welcome to Community Centered, a show that features people in the community doing good things. Now, here are your hosts, Debbie O'Handley and Margi Kyle.
Welcome, welcome. Hello, my friend. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
It's Tea for Tuesday with Margie and Debbie.
Tito's Tuesday?
No. We are having tea, peach-flavored tea today, just to warm you up a little bit.
See, Chris Smiley got us on that.
He did. And you know what? We haven't stopped talking about that since, so kind of silly. But how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah? How was your weekend?
Well, we had Heaven Rains.
Right.
They sang for an hour, and it was fabulous.
Did you make it to the parade?
No.
I was there.
I was in the storage
unit
it was the for Little Smiles.
42nd North Mecklenburg Parade. And one of our board members is Lake Norman Financials on Main Street in Cornelius. So we were able to view it from her front porch. It was lovely.
Wonderful.
Super fun. I'd never gone before.
Yeah.
So I think
it is fun.
Year,
Get you in the spirit.
I think next year we need to be afloat.
Well, let's do it.
Either our radio
go big or go home.
I think we need to do that. So we'll have to get dressed up and make that happen. And I just saw the town of Cornelius post that there is a winter warming storm, something coming with 1 to 4 inches and lots of wind. So be careful out there.
Yes.
If you're on the road, pay attention to the water. It is not fun to be driving in that kind of stuff. What else can we talk about? Your beautiful tie. Tell me about your beautiful tie, Miss Margie.
I thought you'd never ask.
Okay. Can you hold it up so Joe Burke can get a good... It's beautiful. Tell me about it.
Well, when my husband stopped wearing ties, I took them and I started painting and decorating them because I thought it was fun.
How fun.
Yeah. And it caught on. So then I thought, I'm starting another new business, which is not what I needed. But I have worked for Hunter Douglas for about 25 years. I was their spokesperson. And we lose about 1 child a week to infant cord strangulation.
Goodness.
And so kids see mommy putting on her pearls and they see daddy putting on a tie. So that cord, and I watched my grandson in Florida at a house that had them, just wrap that cord right around his neck. And I went and I cut it. And my mother said, now you're going to have to replace it. And I said, I can't replace a grandson. So it is illegal to have them now. So my wish is for everybody to go home.
Okay.
And go through their house and make sure they have no hanging, dangling, strangling cords.
Thank you, Margie. That is a public service announcement today here on Community Centered. You heard it here.
Let's keep our kids safe.
Absolutely. This is the time of year where kids are bouncing off the walls, at least at Hope House they are, because in anticipation of all the Mary.
Yeah.
So we don't want them to get messed up in anything like that.
Well, and our guests today, too, are going to give us some great tips on how to buy good furniture for sleeping, for sitting. And, you never skimp on where you walk, sit, or sleep.
I am excited to talk about that. They have been doing good things in this community for
right.
a very long time. And we want everybody to know about the good that they've done, because I know from the Hope House perspective, they've done amazing work with us. So we'll be talking about that in the next segment. But, this is the time of year where we just need to take a little pause.
Do you think?
Yes, just a little tiny pause. It's a lot of Mary and a lot of running around and kind of crazy. So I hope you enjoy the tea.
It's delicious.
We get to enjoy this hour with our guests and just slow down a little bit. This is something different for both you and I to do for 1 hour on a Tuesday where we get to...
I'm still waiting for you to call me to come to my storage unit.
Yeah, I got to fit that in on all of the other Mary and other things that we're doing. But we are
Bring some kids.
We are a very busy house these days. And last few days, everybody's had a sickness. So I took my hazmat suit and put it on this morning and went in there, and everybody seems to be okay. So,
and I want to remind everybody to come to our boat parade.
Right, December
21st. At 5:30 at Blythe Landing.
Or the McGuire Nuclear, like the
well, it
exploratory,
ends at Duke.
Right. So if you can't make it there,
and this is for Little Smiles, and just bring a toy.
I understand that's one of the best viewing places is at the McGuire, which I haven't.
It's
I haven't
the
seen
last one, and so you see all the boats coming around.
Beautiful.
And there are food trucks, and there's music, and there's Santa Claus, and it's fun.
I went over the bridge the other day, and there was a heck of a boat decorated with Santa already. And I was like, I wonder if they're in Margie's parade because that was over the top.
Yeah.
But so fun, see
Yeah,
it on
it
the
is.
water because it reflects off the water.
That's right.
So it gets double its impact
Yes.
for sure. So
For
we are going on Friday at Hope House to the Singing Christmas Tree. Don't know if you know what that is, but it's a performance that they put on in Charlotte at one of the theaters, and every year they comp all the children at Hope
Oh,
House
how
tickets.
beautiful.
It's really lovely because it is a giant Christmas tree that is just faces that sing
Oh,
and perform, and it is mesmerizing, and it's a very special time for our kids to be included, who aren't often included in some of these things. So
that's right.
I think
That's right. I think that's wonderful.
we're getting excited about that, and of course, we're doing all the gingerbreading and all of that good stuff.
Well, that's
so-
why I would love to have some of your kids come to the storage unit.
Okay. Well, instead of telling them that the elves are running through the parking lot, we're going to say we saw Miss Margie. So you better be
No.
behaving, but no, it's all good.
It's so much fun to watch them pick 3 to 5 toys.
I know these kids are so
Yeah.
great; they really are. So,
I mean, I don't have time to play with all those toys in there.
well, Margie, we're going to have to do something about
That's
that.
right.
So you should be dressed as Mrs. Claus. I think this
I
time
have
of
her
year.
dress in there too.
Well, why don't you put it on? Because
'Cause
you would make a great Mrs.
She was
Claus.
a skinny Mrs. Claus. And that's not me.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I think that's awesome. I loved how in the North Mecklenburg parade they asked that no one be Santa except for Santa in the end. So you saw a lot of Grinches, a lot of
Yeah.
Frosties.
Well, and
lot of
Rotary
elves.
had a party at the Welcome Center,
Mhm.
and they had Santa there too. And he said, I know you've been very naughty this year.
I saw that
Wonder what-
picture.
I know.
I don't know what he's talking
I
about.
don't either.
Must be you and Chris Smiley. I think the rumor is out for sure. But I know, I hope our listeners are going to be excited about our guests today. I think that they are really two phenomenal people, a phenomenal family, actually. And we're going to hear
Yes.
all about the business and all about what
And
they're
their dream
doing.
team.
Yes, all about what they're doing.
That's just a
and
little hint.
just a little hit. We like to tease people so that they come back after the break and they get to be introduced to our guests. And so I know.
Well, they're talking right down my alley because one of my partners did exactly what they're doing and made such a difference in our family's life.
Well, I know with Hope House, our partnership, they've probably donated at least 12 mattresses. There it is. I said it. We're going to put
you
it out
just
there.
let it out.
I did. But it's been phenomenal because most of our families come to us either sleeping in their car or in a tent. And
Yes.
so the
I can't
luxury of
even
a
imagine.
mattress, there's a whole thing that goes along with it on how we actually have to teach them to sleep in a bed,
Okay.
where we let them know that they're worthy and deserving of pulling back the covers and getting in a bed. So we make a big deal out of beds at Hope House in welcoming there and letting them know that it's been decorated and loved on and cared for and prayed over and all that good stuff. And these guys are definitely a part of that magic and of making hope happen. So we take that very seriously. When we come back from break, you are going to be introduced to 2 hope makers in our community shortly here on Community Centered.
Macintosh Law presents Community Centered with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle. Coming up on 1059 100.7 WSIC.
Well, the fog is the issue for the first part of the day. Watch out for that. Keep it a little slower on the roads through midday. A scattered shower not out of the question. Most of our midday there will be gloomy. Temperatures warm into the mid-60s. But we're tracking a lot of rain on the way tonight and some wind. Tonight, overnight, and even into the first part of our Wednesday. Plan on heavy rain and gusty winds. We'll dry it out, but temperatures drop like a rock by Wednesday evening. That's your forecast for the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like Greystone Lodge in Boone.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Embrace the magic of the season at a classic Christmas in Mooresville on Friday from 5 to 9 p.m. in the heart of downtown. Traditional holiday activities such as ice skating, horse-drawn wagon rides, Santa visits, food vendors, warm beverages, and carolers are all part of the festivities. A classic Christmas in Mooresville promises a nostalgic and heartwarming experience for the whole family this Friday in downtown. Join the Gingerbread House Workshop this Saturday in downtown Statesville. Fun Christmas activities for kids take place at 10:30 a.m., 11:15, and noon at the Watering Hole on West Broad Street. All supplies are provided and fun for all ages. Registration is required. Visit Gingerbread Workshop for Kids on Facebook for details. The Town of Troutman Jingle Run 5K takes place on Sunday. The race will run through the Town of Troutman starting at the Town Hall. Register at runsignup.com and we will see you Sunday in Troutman for the Jingle Run 5K. Trivia is back at Micaiah's in Mooresville on Tuesday, December 17th. Join me, Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, and Joe Berg, host of the Scoreboard, as we test your trivia knowledge with a fun game and prizes for the winners. Call your friends, form your team, or play solo. We'll see you at Micaiah's in Mooresville on Tuesday, December 17th for trivia with the WSIC on-air crew. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway is happening now through Sunday, January 5th. The light show features more than 5 million lights synchronized to music on a 4-mile course through the oval, pit road, and infield. Plus drive-in movies on the gigantic Speedway TV, as well as a festive Christmas village. Speedway Christmas tickets and information are available at charlottemotorspeedway.com. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Now back to Community Centered, presented by Macintosh Law, only on 1059 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. I'm Margi Kyle with Debbie O'Hanley, and we are thrilled today. I met our guests at a huge party for LKN Connect put on at your store. And with us today, we have Greg and Katy Law from Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Very close to my heart because I have worked in the bedding industry for years. And I could not believe how big you are, how much inventory you have, and it's not just bedding. You can go from just doing almost a whole room right there. And I did listen on your website that you two met in college.
We did.
And that you were working at a mattress store.
Yep, college sweethearts.
Yep.
And you enjoyed what you were doing so much that that's when you decided to make this your career.
Yeah. But I love how you said you met us at a huge party. That sounds fun to hear.
Well,
We
it
love
was
parties.
huge, but it
We
was
love
such a
parties.
beautiful party you put on.
Oh, it was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, that was our first kickoff with LKN Connect. So it was great to meet you there. And
Yeah, and I had heard about you from
thank you guys for having us on the show, by the way.
our pleasure. I needed a new mattress, and I asked my friend David Beard, and he said, well, there's only one place to go.
That's what I love to hear.
Yep.
And he said, Sweet Dreams. And you guys somebody came right out, looked at the mattress, fixed the problem because we have two beds together that,
Oh, yes.
do all sorts
Adjust.
of things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were in a major car accident when we first moved here. And I thought that
Oh,
would be
man.
a great way to
Yeah.
get a mattress. That
Well, David
worked.
has worked really closely with our resident sleep superhero, Matman, over the
Matt
years.
Man, the superhero.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So walk us through. You don't just go and buy a mattress, as I learned very quickly. You've got to tell the person, a lot of personal things about yourself, how you sleep, how you want to feel when you are in that bed. Because how we react in the morning is how we slept the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love how you said it earlier in the show. You don't skimp on what you walk, sit, or sleep on.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to steal that from you. That's
Yeah,
really
you can have
good.
it.
Pretty
You
Yeah.
can have it.
Yeah.
Because
I
I,
mean, it's
really,
a
really,
necessity of life.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
So that's what we love giving hope to people about it. A lot of people have, like you shared with us earlier with vertigo.
Yeah.
People have all these things going on. When we can help them get a better night's sleep, and make it easy to do that. Like we've got it
Yeah.
down to a science. We walk people through a nice, easy, proven process that we have that simplifies it because people are dreading it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing with
Well,
it.
they don't know. And how
so you walk into a store full of beds, you need somebody that knows what they're talking about, and the dream team knows what they're talking about. But it really starts with like listening to you,
That's
asking
right.
the right questions,
That's right.
understanding where you're coming from, and then boom, we just make it easy to get you fitted right. When you toss and turn less, you get more of that deep sleep. That's when our body
That's right.
heals.
Yeah.
That's when your mind de-stresses, files away memory better. So your body can really turn into a much better healing machine
That's right.
overnight when you do that right.
Well, and when I was 16, I was in 3 major car accidents, told I'd never walk again. My daughter had scoliosis, so she was having a terrible time sleeping, and my son broke his neck when he was 15. He too was paralyzed. So the first thing I did for Alex was call one of my partners and said, he's in the hospital. He said, I've already seen him. I've got the mattress on the way.
Wow.
We're putting him on an air mattress so that if he's uncomfortable, you can deflate it a bit. If he's still uncomfortable, add more air. And my daughter with scoliosis, the gentleman that I had met who became my partner for 35 years said, if I send a mattress and she can get out of bed by herself, would you buy it? Well, of course.
Yeah.
And I started to realize I knew nothing about the mattress industry.
But you know what you did there? You called a guy. You called your guy.
I did.
Yeah.
And we love this community. That's why we love, getting so ingrained into meaningful organizations and making friends. And Katy always says that we're like clingers with our customers. We become friends with them in the store.
But
And we
that's
just never let you go.
important. Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
Well-
got us on speed dial. So hey, we got a family member that needs something. They
Yeah.
text us, they call
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
and we just want to be that guy for people.
Yeah,
you
what
are.
we've come to love is that people come to see us because they're in some sort of transition in their life. They may be getting married and getting their first mattress. They may
yes.
be, getting a new mattress for their toddler who's coming out of the crib and
That's
into the
right.
big boy bed.
Yeah.
They may be bringing their parents to an assisted living home. I mean, they're going through some sort of major life transition.
That's right.
And they're coming to us for a solution. So I think being part of people's transitions, it gives you a deeper relationship with them than just transactional
Well, as you said, you work hard, you play hard, and you serve others.
And
and
grow.
grow.
That's our
Yeah.
mantra.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
We
that's true because I can attest to that at Hope House, how you do serve your community and you serve others. And if none of you have ever met Matt, who is your brother,
Yeah. Matt Man.
Matt Man.
Everybody thinks his name's Matt.
It's not. It's Andy. And he comes dressed as a mattress. It looks like a flying mattress when
Yeah.
he
With a
when
cape.
with a cape when he comes and delivered. I'll never forget the kids at Hope House when he came one day the guys brought the mattresses in a truck, but he showed up and they were like, oh, I never knew there was a superhero like a mattress. And I was like, I didn't either, but I think we're going to learn together what he does. So, and he just brings the enthusiasm, the compassion, the kindness. And I know that he does a lot of work with Veterans Bridge Home and the Elks with some friends that we have there as well. And it's this enthusiasm that, you want to partner with him. You want to be a part of what he has. So whatever he's doing, it's amazing. So
He's
keep him
getting
at
good
it.
sleep is what he's doing.
I think
Yeah.
so. And he's a very big proponent of telling people. I think he even does a article in the paper.
He
doesn't
does. He does
And
an article in the
podcasts.
paper and some podcasts, but he talks a lot about, the pillars of good health, diet, exercise, and sleep. Well, sleep is more important than diet and exercise combined. Without sleep, your
no good.
health.
Yeah.
No.
He's also got the exercise piece down because hasn't he run in a couple of 5Ks dressed as a mattress?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
is Matt Man and a 5K.
Out there telling the crowd he's fighting from a foundation of better sleep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I love
Well,
that.
He
I-
even just emceed a race where he told everybody to charge when
Yeah.
they start.
That's awesome. So tell me, how does a family business work? What does that look like?
Oh,
You're selling a great product, but
Mhm.
how are you working together?
That's been one of the biggest joys of our marriage, really, is being able to work together. And we also work with several of our family members that we've also loved. It's allowed us to spend a lot more time together than
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
would
Right.
otherwise. So,
And
yeah,
you have 4
it's-
locations.
We do. We've got 4 locations, 2 in Mooresville, 1 in Cornelius, 1 in Denver, and then a warehouse in Mooresville where we house all our inventory.
Okay.
We just had our company Christmas party on Sunday, and it's fun just getting everybody in the same room.
Yeah.
Katy always says that we're family or adopted family. We'll just adopt you if you're not part of the family.
Yeah,
That's right.
And it really feels that way. That's kind of our culture. Like nobody really works with us unless they align with our core values.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they would have
dreams.
to. Yeah.
Dedicated to God and the greater good, responsibility, energy, effort, and excellence. All about the team, measured growth and partnerships, and service above self.
Wow.
So we put that out there on our careers page. We talk about it in the interview process. And we don't hire anybody unless they really align with that. And then they pass the Thanksgiving dinner test. We always like, would you want this person to come over for the Thanksgiving dinner?
That's a great question.
And then you get everybody in the same room, and you can see how much they love to work with each other, but hang out together and they enjoy each other.
Ooh.
I think the customers in the community really feel that too.
Well, of course they do.
I think so.
You feel it right when you walk in.
I
So
hope so.
that's part of the story we tell too. So we're celebrating our 22-year anniversary.
Wow.
My dad and my parents and Katy and I started the business in 2002. Katy and I, college sweethearts, went to Florida State University. We graduated, got married, moved to North Carolina, opened the business all in about 6 months' time back then.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's commendable.
And we were just so excited about it that we weren't even nervous about it. Like our parents did a great job of like instilling
young.
confidence.
Yeah.
Well, you're living
But
your
now we have
dream.
kids, and we're like, holy cow, could you imagine doing that with kids?
No, I can't imagine doing all those things in a couple months' time ever again.
So now with every employee that joins the dream team on their first day, I take them to breakfast. My sister and I, Catherine and I take them to breakfast. And we share with them our company history, like we started back then.
Yes.
We fully expected to just put a sign on the door and customers would come running through. But it took a while. It was like 8 months into the business. It was like crickets. And
Wow.
I didn't realize that. I managed a mattress store in college to pay my way through school. I loved service and hospitality. I was a bartender and a waiter before that. But I love giving people more service than what they're expecting. And then they bring all their friends and family back to you.
No wonder you have such good parties.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
exactly. That's where it all came from.
Hey.
The good old bartending days.
And the furniture store is a great place for a party, too. So.
It is.
That is.
But we tell everybody that on their first day, and we're out of time, right?
We're going to go to break here shortly. And when we come back, we can talk about some business practices, some things you might sell in the store. But I think that if you want to call in and ask any questions, you can always call 844-STUDIO-4. Joe Berg is sitting waiting for your call. And I know these folks would be happy to take your call if they had some questions for them. So we will be right back.
Community Centered, presented by Macintosh Law with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle, will return after this short break on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, the fog is the issue for the first part of the day. Watch out for that. Keep it a little slower on the roads through midday. A scattered shower not out of the question. Most of our midday, there will be gloomy. Temperatures warm into the mid-60s. But we're tracking a lot of rain on the way tonight and some winds. Tonight, overnight, and even into the first part of our Wednesday. Plan on heavy rain and gusty winds. We'll dry it out, but temperatures drop like a rock by Wednesday evening. That's your forecast for the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha!
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do
Let's play something, Grandma.
became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Family, quality, value. With a legacy of excellence for over 40 years, Horn Heating and Air Conditioning will make your house feel like a home. Welcome home to the feeling of HornHVAC.com.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Nothing says wow like a gift from Harrison's. Get what they want and what they need thanks to our huge selection of work staples and Western favorites from Ariat, Carhartt, Wrangler, and more. And there's nothing merrier than a new pair of boots from Harrison's. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
Are you in constant pain, under constant stress? Just need a moment away? Repeat after me. Serenity Now Massage Therapy. SerenityNowMassageandWellness.com with locations in Mooresville and Cornelius.
Who is this? This is 105.9 100.7.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Walgreens could soon have a new owner. Sources tell Bloomberg private equity firm Sycamore Partners has been engaged in discussions to take Walgreens private. No comment from either side. U.S. workers appear to be relatively satisfied with their jobs, but close to a third polled in a new Pew survey said they're not satisfied with their pay. White workers were most likely to say they're happy in their job, with 55% saying they're extremely or very satisfied. By comparison, only 44% of Hispanic workers, 43% of black workers, 42% of Asian workers were extremely or very satisfied. Fewer Americans were facing foreclosure in November. The numbers come from the real estate analytics firm Adam, which says there were just over 29,000 U.S. properties with foreclosure filings last month. That's down 5% from the month before, 9% from a year ago. Markets are wavering today, moving up and down by just a fraction. I'm Nancy Lyons, Bloomberg Radio.
Nothing but the best talk.
The area's best talk.
WSIC.
Macintosh Law presents Community Centered with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle on 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. You're listening to Community Centered. I'm your host, Debbie O'Hanley, with my friend Margi Kyle and our lovely guests, Greg and Katy Law from Sweet Dreams Mattress. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys are amazing. I know we have a lot that we want to fit in here, but we were talking about something interesting during the break, the landfill. So Greg, how many mattresses are in our landfills?
There are 20 million mattresses a year buried in landfills in the United States alone.
Oh my God. That's way too many.
So we're part of an organization in our industry called Dreams for All. So we love using Sweet Dreams as a vehicle to do greater good work, find people that are already doing great things in our community. Our friend Keith Moneymaker in Southern Pines with his business started Dreams for All when a hurricane came through. And
wow. Is that his real name? Moneymaker?
Yeah, Moneymaker is his real name.
Okay.
So he recognized the need and started, when we deliver new mattresses and haul off the old one, rather than putting them in the landfill.
That's
it's a terrible waste. We believe no one deserves to have to sleep on the floor. So why not we professionally sanitize and refurbish those mattresses and partner with organizations working with the homeless or people that are in need sleeping on the floor, and we find a home for them.
Great.
Wow, that's
so
wonderful.
It's a win-win-win for the environment, for the people. So that we're trying to spread that through the entire industry, so there's less waste, but we're helping more people because when you're in poverty, if you can't get if you're sleeping on the floor, you're going to perform so much better. You're going to have a much better chance.
That's right.
To get a good night's sleep, and that's part of what we do with our business.
You know, there's a number that we count when we do something that we call the point in time count. Every January, we go out onto the streets, and every city in America counts their homeless sleeping on the street. And at last count last year, there were over 4,588 children that were living homeless without a bed.
Wow.
And that is a statistic that sticks into my head because I'm actually one of those folks that does the counting. And there's something so humbling and humiliating when you're out on the street looking at someone sleeping on the sidewalk in the rain, and he's a vet, or he's someone that's homeless. So for me, beds are a big deal, and for them, I think it's a symbol of having made it, right? Like if I could only get to a bed, my life is going to change
they get so excited.
completely. They get so excited, and we don't. I mean, I'm on a one-woman mission with you as well about not letting anybody have to sleep on the ground or in a car or in a hotel, because to me, on the floor, because to me, that's just a sin.
I know. When you say that you have to like train people how to sleep in a bed when they come to the Hope House, like
Isn't it unbelievable?
It's unbelievable to me.
We had a woman one time that had lived in a tent for 12 years. And so when we got her, we brought her to the Hope House, and we noticed that she was sleeping in the desk chair in the room. And we finally, after a couple of weeks, had a conversation with her, and we said, "Why are you not getting in the bed under the covers?" She goes, "I can? Am I allowed to do that?" I'm like, "It's your bed. It's where we want you to stay." She goes, "Well, I don't think I remember how to do that." So it literally took us teaching her how to pull back the blankets, lay her head down on a pillow, and it was a bit of a transition for her. But she finally, and when she left, we gave her the bed. So it became a very emotional a part of her recovery was the bed. And I don't think people think about that on a day-to-day basis, right?
No, I think it's something that you take for granted a lot.
Yeah, how significant our beds are. I know my husband, who's done a lot of sales traveling, will come home from a work trip and go, "Betty," and he gets in, and it's like it's his happy place, right? And he calls her Betty. It's his happy place because there's nothing like your own bed, right?
That's right.
That brings you comfort
And pillow.
Yes,
Exactly.
and pillows
And
make
the
a
pillow
difference.
is
Great
just as
segue,
important.
Margie.
Yeah.
I know you brought some pillows with you.
Well, the pillow is like 33% of the comfort
I know.
and support of your whole body, right?
Could throw your neck off, headache, all kinds of good stuff can happen, or bad stuff can happen. You brought some show and tell.
Yeah, Greg, show us your show and tell that you brought.
You mentioned earlier, people don't think about how important sleep is, and like people don't want to talk about it a whole lot, and that's why we have Matt Mann, the ambassador of the game plan for better sleep.
Yeah.
So not only do we want to fit you for the right mattress, we want to fit you for the whole sleep system.
Yeah.
So it's never been easier for us to fit people for the right pillow. We just look at your shoulder width, look at your height, ask you a few questions about your sleeping style, and then we bring you the one that's going to put your neck neutral, not too high, not too low. This is by Bed Gear, so I got a pillow ID. So it's at 4 numbers. 0.0 is the thinnest. Then you have 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 up to the thickest. We'll line you up and have you try it with a little pillowcase. You have a firm side and a soft side.
Oh, wow.
And you get to try it right on the mattress we're fitting you for. And we
Genius.
have people carry that around with them.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned in your home you have the lift.
Yeah.
We call that the game changer. So when we're talking to people and they're trying these things and they get their neck aligned, when we cut off circulation, that's the enemy of sleep. That's when you have to toss and turn. It takes you out of deep sleep. So when you get somebody really comfortable and you understand what they're dealing with, aches or pains, and you can give them hope that with a better night's sleep, you can heal yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I love just seeing people that even kind of blink slower, and they're just like, man, that sounds
Feels
great.
good,
Like,
yeah.
Better rest is going to make you a healthier, happier person. So when we raise people's legs, takes tension off the back. But you got to have your neck neutral. Not too high, not too low. It makes it so much easier. So feel how cool this is.
Oh, my gosh.
So temperature's a big, it's one of the top 3
That is heavy.
interruptions of sleep. If you get too hot,
Yeah, you have to have a cool.
regulate your body temperature. You can also unzip it and wash it too, which is a big deal.
I'm
for
coming in to get a new
Yeah,
pillow.
hello,
So-
Christmas shopping.
So many men love this. Women love it too because of the coolness. but I do see more women leaning towards the flow cuddle curve. I see
Yeah.
a lot of ladies when they lay over on their side.
Yes.
They tend to tuck it in.
Yeah.
And when we fall asleep, our chin droops, so it supports there. Super comfortable fabric, a firm side and soft side. We did the Charlotte Home Show last year and sold about a truckload of these. Like, people love them.
I love firm on one side and soft on the other.
I
Great
know, well,
idea.
because sometimes you have different preferences from
Yeah.
night to night.
Yeah.
But
we love to have fun so much, especially with our advertising. We have like a whole library of funny videos, but I want to do a commercial where somebody opens their closet door and a mountain of pillows just falls out.
yeah,
That would be me.
'Cause
I think
everybody's got a
that's
closet full
90%
of
of
just mediocre
America.
pillows.
Yes.
Yes.
I think people have a harder time finding the right pillow than
Oh, I
the
do
right
too.
mattress.
I do too.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's
and
part of the
it's an
fun.
expensive trial and error.
Yeah.
And what
Mhm.
about
so
sheets?
people walk in
sheets
fed
are
up with that.
sheets are a big deal
Oh.
too. That's a
Yeah,
preference thing.
and
as
that's
Now,
no
you've got a
sheet.
special sheet back
Yeah.
I
there.
do.
Dream Fit.
So these are my new favorite sheets. These are the Dream Fit brand. These ones are bamboo chill, right? So they're going to be cool, but the bamboo material is really soft and like silky. We call it yoga pants for your mattress. And but what I love about the Dream Fit brand is a lot of people have the problem with the corners popping off
I
in the
know.
middle of the
I-
night.
yep.
These are guaranteed not to pop off because of the special band system they have underneath. The bands are also color coded, so you know which is the head and which is the
Oh,
foot
how
of the bed.
smart.
So it's so easy to
Genius.
put on.
Yeah.
But you can literally put these on. We did a demo in the store the other day with our rep. We put the sheets on a twin size mattress, and you pull the sheets up from the middle of the mattress, and the corners did not pop off.
Lovely.
It can hang in the air. So it's pretty neat. But
Yeah.
more than anything, these are the most comfortable sheets that we've ever
You feel
carried.
like
Yoga
so
pants for your bed.
Yeah. You guys are full of all kinds of great
Well,
things.
you've
Yeah.
thought of everything.
What I
Yes.
love is my son, he went to college this fall, and he got 2 sets of sheets given to him as a graduation gift. And I won't say from where, but I don't know why they didn't get him from Sweet Dreams. But he calls me a couple weeks after he goes to school, and he was like, Mom, do you think I could get some new sheets? These are terrible. Like, I can't sleep on them. And I'm like, son, I've never been more proud of you.
Yeah.
You're a
Aw.
sheet snob. Thank you. It matters.
We have a caller. Let's take the
Oh.
caller.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello, yes, thank you. I've heard a lot about grounding mats. Do those seem to help?
Oh.
Ooh, the
Oh.
grounding mats. I do have a friend
Yeah,
that's
they don't have
into
they
the
don't have
grounding
an electrical
mats.
plug-in. They don't have the prongs that plug in for the electrical. They just have the round grounding plug that goes into the socket, and they say that it opens up the arteries a lot, causes better vasodilation.
I don't have any particular experience with the grounding mats, but I have a friend who does. That her husband was going through some bad health issues last year, and really thought that that was a major help for him.
Right. I understand they have the grounding mats that you can put on your feet on. Also,
Yes.
the ones that you can put on your bed.
Yeah, but we're not really experienced with those. But we do a lot of research, and one of the leading sleep experts is Sean Stevenson, and he highly recommends one of the great things to get grounded is walk barefoot out on your front yard.
That's
and
right. On the grass.
on the earth, and that
Yeah.
really helps a
Right.
lot. That's
Yeah.
a big part of
That's
sleep-
true.
sleep hygiene.
Yeah.
That's the same effect they're trying to replicate with those, I think.
yeah. Yeah,
Well,
makes
thank you,
sense.
caller. We appreciate the call.
Thank you so much.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Community Centered, presented by Macintosh Law, a staple in our community since 1997. We'll return on 1059 100.7 WSIC.
Well, the fog is the issue for the first part of the day. Watch out for that. Keep it a little slower on the roads through midday. A scattered shower not out of the question. Most of our midday will be gloomy. Temperatures warm into the mid-60s. But we're tracking a lot of rain on the way tonight and some winds. Tonight, overnight, and even into the first part of our Wednesday. Plan on heavy rain and gusty winds. We'll dry it out, but temperatures drop like a rock by Wednesday evening. That's your forecast for the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Embrace the magic of the season at a classic Christmas in Mooresville on Friday from 5 to 9 p.m. in the heart of downtown. Traditional holiday activities such as ice skating, horse-drawn wagon rides, Santa visits, food vendors, warm beverages, and carolers are all part of the festivities. A classic Christmas in Mooresville promises a nostalgic and heartwarming experience for the whole family this Friday in downtown. Join the Gingerbread House Workshop this Saturday in downtown Statesville. Fun Christmas activities for kids take place at 10:30 a.m., 11:15, and noon at the Watering Hole on West Broad Street. All supplies are provided and fun for all ages. Registration is required. Visit Gingerbread Workshop for Kids on Facebook for details. The Town of Troutman Jingle Run 5K takes place on Sunday. The race will run through the Town of Troutman starting at the Town Hall. Register at runsignup.com and we will see you Sunday in Troutman for the Jingle Run 5K. Trivia is back at Micaiah's in Mooresville on Tuesday, December 17th. Join me, Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, and Joe Berg, host of the Scoreboard, as we test your trivia knowledge with a fun game and prizes for the winners. Call your friends, form your team, or play solo. We'll see you at Micaiah's in Mooresville on Tuesday, December 17th for trivia with the WSIC on-air crew. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway is happening now through Sunday, January 5th. The light show features more than 5 million lights synchronized to music on a 4-mile course through the oval, pit road, and infield. Plus drive-in movies on the gigantic Speedway TV, as well as a festive Christmas village. Speedway Christmas tickets and information are available at charlottemotorspeedway.com. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
All community, all the time. Macintosh Law presents Community Centered on 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. This hour is just flying, as I knew it would. It always
Absolutely
does. We're back with Greg and Katy Law, and you don't just sell mattresses. You sell furniture, sheets, pillows. What else? I mean, tell us about the furniture. What lines and what type do you carry?
Yeah, we actually changed our name last year from Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture to Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Okay.
It was a big reveal. It was a major deal, that name change. And let me tell you. We made some really fun videos around it, though, and made a big deal about it because every day we have so many people that walk into our store and are like, wow, I had no idea you carried so much furniture.
That's
I thought
right.
It was just mattresses.
Yeah.
So that's been a category that's been really fun for us to grow over the years. We have a little interior design team that, I help lead at our store, and we just really shop all the markets to pick the styles that look great in the homes around Lake Norman, display them beautifully at our stores so you can touch and feel them and kind of help visualize it in your own home. So
it's just as important where you sit all day.
Exactly. Yeah, we like to find things that are bootylicious, as we
that's
say.
why I said I never skimp on where I walk, sit, or sleep.
No,
because they're all so important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we've got a full range. We've got, just great little budget items up to custom furniture that you can get.
Yes.
So we always try to have like a good, better, best in every category to
And do you do
serve all the different
COM?
needs. COM.
Customer's own material?
We don't do the customer's own material. No,
Okay.
not yet. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do all the locations have furniture?
Yes, all of them have furniture. We've got like 2 locations in Mooresville, one in Cornelius and one in Denver.
Okay.
We also, our website is shopsweetdreams.com. We have extensive catalogs on our website, so we have got a lot to
Got a
choose
great
from
website.
there. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's been fun to
Yes.
grow over the years too. So
People are relieved when somebody, I'd say every week somebody walks in and says, we just drove all over North Carolina looking for furniture, and this is exactly what I've been looking for.
But because there's so many, they've all gone.
Yeah. Well, I see you have a little design column on LKN Connect too.
Yes.
That's really helpful. I read, somebody writes in about like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not a designer. And you gave some really great hints and tips. So we have a lot of people that come to us every day with the same things. Like they don't know what they're doing. They're not sure what they're shopping
I should
for,
teach
what
my
they
courses
want.
at your store.
I know.
Yeah,
I think that would be pretty
We'd
awesome.
love to have you over.
Yeah.
Well, and I do color personality too. What's your personality through the colors your eyes go to?
Yeah. So what?
And
You have like
that-
some sort of Dewey Decimal System of the
Yeah,
color.
I do. I'm executive director for We Make Color Easy, the Dewey color system.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's neat.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, that could help so many people. And so many people have a hard time visualizing.
Yeah.
Too. So when they can see it in there, but then also if they send us a picture or they have it on their phone, we can put a whole room together with the furniture in there.
The other website I would suggest is 3dream.net, where you can create a whole room.
Yes, exactly.
From the floor plan
Get
to
the colors right.
Yeah.
Very
So-
cool, Margie.
Yeah, I worked for them for 30 years, I guess.
What are you doing right after the show? Let's
Yeah,
go
I
to
know.
that.
I was gonna say,
Let's go. I'll get a pillow.
to go over there and do that. So 4 locations and furniture in all of them, mattresses, pillows, sheets, like one-stop shopping.
One-stop shopping. Yeah, we've got it all for you. So we just really try to make it easy, and we've got shopping that is all about the customer. We really, over the years, just have grown with customer demand and listen to what they're asking for and curate, the styles that really look great in the homes around here. So
It's really in our DNA to serve. So just listen to what people really need. And then, like you said, there's not a whole ton of furniture stores around here.
No, there aren't.
So
And
we
people
love
don't
just
really
making it
know
easy.
what they need.
Right.
So now we're furnishing whole homes, a lot of vacation rentals, a lot of people's homes, and then a lot of people are just like, "What do I do?" And then to make that easy for people is a lot of fun for us.
It is. It is.
So where does the drive come from, both of you? Besides the synergy that you both have, why give back?
Yeah.
Why be
Well-
so compassionate?
I think our parents both had a lot to do with that.
Mhm.
We both have really great parents who've instilled some great values in us. But Greg, he also inspires me to be better. He's
Katy, you inspire me too.
And I think Andy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, his enthusiasm. He's your brother.
Yep.
And I think that there's just you can't teach that.
No,
That
you
just
can't.
you just come with that,
That's
right?
right.
And I think that
And with the addition of the new talent to our team too,
Yeah.
that we have a video where I heard Andy say that he's like, some of these new talented people on the team like make me want to raise my bar.
exactly.
But really, we're all pushing each other. Okay, well, let's celebrate the wins. Let's have fun. Then how do we get better? How do we serve better?
Well,
how do we
I
compete ourselves?
had the honor of meeting Carol Burnett and having lunch with her.
Oh, wow. That's
And
neat.
I said to her, Miss Burnett, she said, my name is Carol. I said, what do you attribute to your success? She said, always work with somebody who's better than you.
Yes.
And
I mean, it's so true.
it is true.
Yep. So true.
Yeah.
someone that inspires you.
Yes.
You we also, over the past decade, especially, maybe even not quite that long, we've really gotten involved in our industry a lot and, just gotten to know other dealers in our industry, learned best practices, and, just don't want to think we know it all because we have learned, leaps and bounds from other people in our
I would love
industry
to
who
see
have.
you do ASID and IDS at your store.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that sounds great.
we're always trying to surround ourselves with
Okay, I'll give you the gal to call.
great.
Sounds like a fraternity or sorority, right? Where you all get together with philanthropic ideas and mission related and service related. I love that. about your
We've
business.
actually talked about that. It does feel like an adult fraternity sometimes, but a positive one.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
Absolutely.
I think
Very
our
much.
customers love hearing about that or seeing it. Like we try to share that.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come in, they know that we've already curated things for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We do all the research all the time, and we connect with all the best brains and bring them back the very best,
Mm-hmm.
so that it saves them time and adds value to them too.
You've done the work.
Well,
Yeah.
it gives you credibility too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's the kind of business I'd want to do business
Me too.
with.
Me too.
Someone that brings that. Again, we still have time for another caller, 844-STUDIO-4. If you call the studio, Joe Berg is on the wait for you. I love the last question about the grounding mattress and pillows. That's the new latest thing. So I'm not sure where that all is coming from, but maybe people are looking for a little peace in their life.
Yes.
And maybe if they had a better mattress and a better pillow, they would find their peace, right?
This is
And
true.
it would be just that easy. So I want to encourage our listeners to visit Sweet Dreams, and especially during the season where we're all looking for that safe place in the stable to lay down and get away from the chaos. Maybe a good night's sleep and a good mattress and pillow would do the trick.
Yes.
And now sheets, like great sheets and furniture.
Oh, yeah. We have your whole game plan for better sleep. And what better time to shop than now, the holiday sale.
I think it's amazing. It's a great time to do that. Don't wait till the new year when everybody's resetting and doing all that good stuff. Go now and treat yourself to something really wonderful that is going to, make you feel better all over, physically and emotionally, spiritually. You never know.
But you're right. You're with your husband traveling, because I know when I was traveling all over North America, I'd come home and go, oh, finally.
You're right.
I know. Sometimes I get anxiety about traveling because I'm like, I'm going to miss my Tempur-Pedic. I don't know what I'm going to be sleeping on. Yeah. One hot tip for travelers.
My own pillow.
I was just going to say, if you carry your own pillow, you have to put it in a weird color pillowcase.
Yeah.
Don't bring it in a white pillowcase because you'll just forget it on the bed. So put it in something that really stands out.
Yeah. That is a good suggestion.
Yeah, I always carried my own pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a part of you, right? And it's just part of your DNA. Your DNA is on it, so it's yours.
That's true.
So you might as well just
all that drool.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a big part of it.
Yeah, I used to think about that too.
Yeah. There's that. Imagine how happy people would be in the Lake Norman area if everybody was getting a good night's sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
Definitely would increase your mood. That is for sure.
Maybe traffic would go away too.
It'll help all the angry drivers out
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
just
so.
relax.
Yes. If you're on 77 in Cornelius, you get right off the exit and get right to Sweet Dreams. Just make a quick turn, drop in, and they will make all your dreams come true at Sweet Dreams. Well, you have been a delight. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you for having us on the show.
Thank you for what you do for our community, for our veterans, for everybody. It's really just so inspiring to know that you love what you do and you do what you love.
That's right.
And
absolutely.
that makes a big difference to all of us. And I think you're a role model to other businesses in our community where you can take a little taste of them. So I think you should teach some classes.
They are community centered.
How to be inspirational. So I think that's lovely. But you've been a great guest. We want to wish you the happiest of holiday seasons.
Thank you. You as well.
You will be seeing myself and my husband before the end of the year because we need new pillows. And we disagree completely on pillow styles.
Okay.
So
well, that's okay because you have different body types.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I don't have to like what he likes and he doesn't have to like what I like. So we definitely are in the market for new ones.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys disagree too much, we actually have like a little boxing rink where you can
Do you?
pillow fight right there.
Fabulous. Because that's what we usually end up. That's how we settle our differences. So that's perfect. But again, thank you so much. You, Greg and Katie, you have been delightful. We wish you the best of holidays. And thank you for being our guest here on Community Centered today.
Thank you.
Good show.
Yes,
Thank you for having us.
absolutely. And we want to thank the McIntosh Law Firm for
Absolutely.
partnering with us and presenting the show to you today. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W260